Welcome back. Spinning. All right, looks like we're working here today. So welcome back to the Yes Functional Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Hi, my name is Chris Borda, best-selling author and owner of Yes Fitness, coming to you live from Yes Fitness today. Maybe a little bit noisy. The gym is busy. We got some music going. We got guys lifting, so I apologize if there's some background noise. But things are heating up with the new regulations easing up. So first, before I get started, I have a little bit of housekeeping. Uh, as I've said before, we are closed Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all 3 days. It's the first big weekend of the year. People want to get out and move about, especially with the easing of some of the restrictions now. I think it's going to be a busy weekend for people having some fun. So we will be closed all weekend long. So, as I said a second ago, tomorrow is a big day. Um, the state is going to ease up on most of the restrictions for COVID 19. And what that means is that people will be able to come in to the facility, and if you're fully vaccinated, it'll be pretty much back to normal. You'll be able to exercise without wearing a mask. Certainly, we'll still have our sanitizing procedures in place, but we'll be able to provide you with water again, towels if you'd like, and actually it'll even be fans, especially if we have the doors open. Although it sounds like it's going to be pretty hot this week, so we might pop the air conditioning on. But if not, the fans will be running, and it'll be pretty much back to normal for those people who are vaccinated. For those who are not vaccinated, you'll be able to exercise without a mask if you can properly social distance. Anytime that you're not social distancing, you will have to wear a mask. So what does this all mean? I mean, it's a big day. I mean, we've been at this for over a year now. And it means a little bit of freedom. It's been a challenge to exercise with masks on. It's been a challenge to get in and out of here and be safe. But today, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to challenge you. I'm here to challenge you a little bit. You know, I miss coaching so much over the years' time. Although I wasn't here coaching, there's so many people that I have not been able to coach because they didn't feel it was safe to come into the facility, or they may have lost their job and they weren't able to afford to come into the facility. But you know, helping people reach their goals is what I'm all about. That's what my staff is all about. That's what our team is about, helping people push themselves to their limits. You know, I've been at this for over 30 years, and every day I get up and I look forward to helping people. That's why I got into this industry. I look forward to helping people. And COVID kind of put a little bit of kibosh on that. You know, made it very difficult for 3 months when we were closed. And even when we came back and we had to start wearing masks, it made it difficult to help people. So I really had to step up my game even more than ever. And I had to look for different ways to help guide people, to help people through the pandemic. But it's coming to an end now. And please don't think that I don't understand why you may have fallen off your exercise wagon, or you had some fear and anxiety about coming into the coaching center. I completely understand. I spoke with clients daily about this. Some were comfortable, some weren't. And that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. That just means that you're a human being. And it's okay if you have fear. It's okay if you experience anxiety. It's perfectly natural. I had fear too. I had anxiety. I had fear for my family's health, my mom's health. My mom's 89 years old, living on her own. I had fear for my business. You know, I've worked so hard for the last 23 years, and now I had to work even harder just to survive. But it's over now. And one thing I want to share with you is that fear and anxiety are controlled by two things: your perceived amount of threat and your perceived ability to cope with that threat. And what's important here is the word perceived. That one is what is in your head. Your perceived amount of threat going forward is completely up to you. But I'm here to remind you this. As your coach, that exercise is the most important thing you can do to boost your immune system, to boost your health going forward. So if we were to hit with another pandemic, or even the flu in the fall, or if this came back in the fall, this is one of the most important things that you can do, is to boost your immune system through exercise. It's also going to help you moving forward, feeling better, It's just all better about life. So during this crisis, it revealed to you who you are. It revealed to yourself who you really are and what you do when you're faced with a crisis and how you challenge yourself when you're faced with a crisis like this. So you learn something about yourself. But now you need to learn something about yourself as well. How are you going to come out of this pandemic? What are you going to do? Now, I recently listened to a seminar by, um, wow, goes my memory, Martin Rooney. Martin Rooney is a pioneer of this industry. He has one of the most intelligent exercise minds I know. And watching this seminar, he was there to talk to coaches and help coaches get pumped up, and he's actually put this on probably about a year ago when the pandemic just started. And I saw some threads in his presentation that I thought would help you today. So, Martin, if you're out there, if you're listening, probably not, but I'm going to use some of your material today. And I know you won't mind because you're about helping people. You're about helping coaches that day, and I'm about helping people today. So let's start with some stories. It's going to be a little bit of story time now, okay? And this first story is about where your fire comes from and how you get started and get back on track with your fitness, how to stoke that fire again, okay? So there was this little young boy. He was a young boy. He was a violinist, and he was one of the best in the world. He was playing in concerts, selling out halls, and he was considered one of the best. And he wanted to devote his life to playing the violin. And one day on his way to his concert, he was walking down the street, and lo and behold, he saw the maestro. The maestro, the most incredible conductor on earth. So he sees him and he runs across the street and says, "Maestro, maestro, I'm a violinist, and I would love for you to hear me play. I want to play for you. I want you to tell me. I want you to see if I have what it takes to be great." So the maestro says, "Okay, and let's begin." So the boy plays his violin, plays his heart out. He's sweating. He's giving it all he's got. He knows he's playing his best. He can tell. But when he's done, he puts down his violin. He looks up at the maestro. But the maestro's face was face down a little bit. So the maestro slowly lifts his head and he says, "I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry, son, but you don't have it. You lack the fire." The boy was devastated. He can't believe this is what he heard from the greatest maestro in the world. But the boy said to himself, "This is the maestro, and he said that I don't have it. That means I don't have it." So he decides not to pursue the life of a violinist. So he gives up the violin and puts all his energy that he used to put into the violin into school and then into business. And he becomes one of the most successful businessmen in the world, one of the wealthiest businessmen in the world. 2 decades passed. The boy's now a man. Here he is walking down the street again, the same city, and he sees the maestro again. He runs up. It says, "Maestro, maestro, you probably don't remember me, but I was once a great violinist. But you told me I didn't have what it takes. I didn't have the fire. And I took that advice. I became a businessman. It's the best thing I ever did. I want to thank you, but I also want to ask you a question. What was it when I played for you? How did you know I didn't have it? Why did you say that I lacked the fire?" Then the maestro puts his head down, and once again, he looks up at the man and he says, "I'm sorry to tell you this, but when anyone plays for me, I tell them all they lack the fire. Because if you really didn't, you would have never listened to me. You would have never given up on the violin." So what's my big message here about what the fire is? The fire that's inside you. The fire that's inside you may have dimmed during the pandemic. The fire that you want to get fit, or you were fit and you want to get back to being fit because the pandemic got in your way. Well, that fire may have dimmed, but now it's time to rekindle that fire. You need to stoke it. You need to get it roaring again. So we have a quote here by Albert Schweitzer, okay? In everyone's life, at some point in time, the inner fire goes out. It'll dim. It is then that the burst into flame by an encounter with another human being. We should all be thankful for those people who rekindle that inner spirit. Well, today I am here to rekindle that flame for you. I'm here to fire you up again, to get that flame going again. Certainly, the pandemic was stressful. It disrupted everyone's lives. It's been like hell for over a year now. I mean, here's my mask. I'm sick and tired of wearing this darn thing. And it wasn't easy. It's been tough. But we're coming at it, out of it now. We're coming to the end. And it's my job to help you get started on this journey again, to take that leap. I'm here for you, okay? And if you're too far away, get a hold of me online. I can help you online. Because the power of belief is what's really one of the keys here. You have to believe you can do it. But more importantly, you need someone that believes in you, that knows you can get it done, that can help you down that path. Then you take action upon those beliefs. Okay? That person has that unwilling belief that you know that you can get it done. And a coach is one of those people that can do that for you. So here's another little quick story that Martin had, okay? It's a track and field story. It's a great story, okay? There was a high school kid. He went out for track as a freshman. And the coach at this time, his name was Bob. So Bob said, hey kid, go over there and run with those ugly ducklings over there. Just go and run some bunch of laps. The coach only paid attention to the better kids, the older kids. The kid was always running laps with the ugly ducklings, just going around, running around. And one day Bob happened to look over there and he said, hey kid, the kid's name was Jim. Hey Jim, get over here. I want you to run 3 laps for me. Jim said, okay coach, I'll run 3 laps. So he runs the first lap. And the coach times it. And he runs the first lap in 59 seconds. It's one time around the track, 59 seconds. The next time he ran it in 58 seconds. The third time he ran it in 56 seconds. Trust me, that isn't easy. When I was a senior in high school, I ran it in 56 seconds. I'm telling you, that's difficult to run around that track in 56 seconds. So the coach is surprised. He says, hey, what's going on here? You aren't an ugly duckling. You're a beautiful swan, Jim. Jim's like, really, coach? I'm a beautiful swan? Coach says, I think that you're going to be really good, Jim. Jim says, really? Coach says, hey, come on. I believe it. I believe it so much that I'm going to put you on the varsity. So Jim starts training with the varsity. Next thing you know, they go to a meet. At that meet, Jim runs like a 4:50 mile. Again, trust me, that is not easy. The next meet, he runs a 4:40 mile. And the meet after that, he runs 4:35. And he wins the city championship. Now, they're driving home after the city championship. Bob says to Jim, I think you're going to run faster than that one day. Jim says, yeah, coach? You really think so? You think that someday I could run 4:29? Bob says, 4:29? You're going to be the first kid to run under 4 minutes in a mile. You're going to be the first high school kid to ever run a mile under 4 minutes. Jim goes, no way. There's no way. And coach goes, I believe it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Then every day after that, they went out and trained. The coach believed. And then Jim started to believe too. And then Jim did it. He eventually ran a 3:57 mile. And then he went on to run a 3:35 mile. And that record stood for 30 years. That young man was Jim Ryan. And he ran a record that stood for 30 years. So this reminds me of how powerful having someone believing you can be. Having someone in your life that has positive energy that can fuel your success. Someone needs to be there. You need that support system. When you go at it alone, it's very challenging. My energy, my coach's energy are here to help you believe and help you succeed. If not me or one of my coaches, you need to find someone to help you believe that you can get it done. So I have a third story for you, another quick story here. There was an amazing wrestler at Arizona State. He was amazing. He was breaking all the records. He won the Division One national title. What really made it so special, why he was so special, because he did it only on one leg. He won the wrestling championship Division One on one leg. You know how many people would have given up on that kid? Just about everybody. Miracles like that happen every single day, every day. You can be that person. It can happen to you. It can happen to you with the right help. You have to never give up. Never give up. Yes, the pandemic was difficult. It got you off track. Or maybe it stopped you from starting. But you have to believe that you can get it done. And you need someone in your life that can tell you that and help you, that can support you with that. And today is that day. Today is now. Tomorrow, your regulations get eased up. Don't wait any longer. And remember, this isn't a one-week thing. This is a long-term thing. You can never finish if you never start. You can never achieve your goal if you never start. So today is that day. You need to sit down, figure out what it is that you want to do. And don't just write down that I want to lose weight. Figure out why you want to lose weight. Why do I want to lose weight? I want to lose weight so I have more energy, so that I feel good, so that my husband's attracted to me again. Don't just write down, hey, I want to get healthy. Why is it that you want to get healthy? Do you want to get healthy because of your children, so you can be there for your children? You want to get healthy because you want to be there for your husband? Why is it you want to get healthy? That's what's going to help motivate you and drive you to keep your fire stoked. Then go out there and find a coach. Let them guide you. That's what a coach is for. That's what coaches do. Even the greatest athletes in the world have coaches. LeBron James has a coach. Michael Jordan had a coach. Everyone has coaches. My mentor, my business coach, he hires coaches to help teach him how to coach. And he's one of the smartest people I know on this earth. So I'm challenging you today to start that journey. Go home, wherever you're at, sit down, write it out, figure out what you want to do, and find that person that's going to help you. Find that person that's going to guide you and help you believe that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. Because without that person, it's going to be very, very difficult. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have today. I hope it motivates you. I hope it gets you going on the right path again. Tomorrow's a big day. Restrictions get eased up. And it could be the start of a new tomorrow for you, right here, right now. So you can look for more information from me down here at Y.E.S Fitness next Tuesday at 3:30, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Everybody have a happy and healthy evening. Thanks for watching.